Welcome to TYT Sports, everybody. Ben Mankiewicz, along with RotoWire managing editor Chris Liss. The internet, as it is wont to do, has erupted in debate over what kind of tax system we ought to have and how we should no, of course not. Don't be silly. Nobody cares about that. Whether a hot dog is a sandwich. I have a strong opinion on this.
You do?
I do, yeah. I mean, not really. Who cares? But, you know, for the purposes of this, super strong opinion. Also, apparently, strong opinion. A number of members of the Buffalo. I already liked, as I retired as a Washington fan, I have adopted the Bills. It hasn't really sunk in because it's hard to force yourself to like a team. Right. But I like Rex Ryan, and I like the Bills. I like the idea of the Bills. So the Bills have weighed into the is a hot dog a sandwich debate, and this will just make you like the Bills more. Here are many members of the Buffalo Bills tackling the weighty questions of the day.
And listen up, a perfect person to ask, I'm going to ask Tark. Hey, Tark, let's test that stare from education. Now, is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Now, is a Subway sandwich a sandwich?
Yes.
Is the bread cut the same way as a hot dog bun?
No.
Yes, it is.
It's a loaf of bread.
But wrong. It's not a loaf of bread. No, wrong.
Yes, it is.
Wrong. So what do you think a hot dog bun is?
Not a loaf of bread.
What's a hot dog bun?
A piece of bread.
No, wrong. So, a Subway sandwich is
A hot dog is a sandwich.
sandwich.
Hot dog is a sandwich.
It's a sandwich.
The meatball sub rule.
It's a sandwich.
Meatball sub is connected.
It's a sandwich.
And then you put the meat, the cheese, and the sauce. A meatball sub is a sub. A sub is a sandwich.
Is a meatball sandwich a burger? Because it's made out of the same kind of meat a patty is.
Close it up.
It's a burger.
If you
That's
close
true.
It's a sandwich.
If you close it up, hot dog sandwich. Close it up, hot dog sandwich. If you roll it up, hot dog.
I mean, it has bread and meat. I feel like it's some sort of sandwich. Yeah, I feel like the shape of the hot dog is just the only thing that switches it from maybe not being a sandwich. But I think it is a kind of sandwich.
As a hot dog is a sandwich, I mean, it got bread and meat. I mean, that's pretty much what I think of. Bread and meat is a sandwich.
So your answer is yes?
Yes.
No,
No, why not?
because a sandwich has bread. You eat a sandwich with bread.
But isn't a hot dog inside a bun?
You can eat a hot dog plain, though. I used to eat hot dogs cold. No bun.
Really? Like straight out the freezer?
Straight out of the freezer.
Bakari Rambo, tough guy. My favorite was Chantrell Henderson, offensive lineman, because he took it super seriously. yeah. He was like, I didn't expect this question today, but giving it some thought. There's a meat product there, and there's bread. I'm going to go sandwich. Yeah. Your thoughts?
Look, a hot dog itself is obviously not a sandwich. It's just a hot dog. You could just have a hot dog.
Bakari Rambo's point.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
But if it's in a bun, it is a sandwich. If it's eaten the way it's conventionally eaten, it's a sandwich.
Well, if you want to think like Chris Liss and Chantrell Henderson, and you sort of want to limit the scope of your imagination, then fine. If we have to categorize everything as part of some larger group, then I suppose it is. But if you were to say to someone, let's go out for sandwiches, and you took them to a hot dog place, the person would feel that you had committed some sort of fraud.
Yeah, but it's just a small subset of sandwiches that they're not expecting. It's not because it's not a sandwich that they think you committed fraud. It's
yes, it's precisely that you committed fraud because no one thinks of a hot dog as a sandwich, and that's what matters.
When you made the general term of going out for sandwiches, which is a very general thing that people think of, like different types of sandwiches,
all right, I'll do that.
And then you very specifically took them to a place that only offered hot dogs. Had you known in advance that you were going to be that specific in your type of sandwich, you may as well have specified it, but you didn't.
No one would think I might get a hot dog at the place when I'm going out for sandwich. How about this? Come over to watch the game. I'm bringing in sandwiches, and all there is hot dogs. You're like, no. What would your reaction be?
My reaction would be like, if you were going to bring that very specific type of sandwich called a hot dog, you should have specified.
No, right, because it's not because no one in their right mind would think a sandwich. A hot dog is a sandwich.
Because there's a word for hot dog. That
right. So it's not a sandwich.
It doesn't make it not a subset of the greater.
Why do you want to put everything in a subset? There is no art in what you're saying. There is no joy. There is no passion. A sandwich is a thing we love. It's ethereal. A hamburger is not a sandwich. It's not a hamburger sandwich. A hot dog certainly isn't. Neither, by the way, I would make this point. I would make all these other, because I see it and I've read some articles about it. I did some research.
You prepared. I didn't.
Right, obviously. So
even though you're still wrong.
The French dip is not a sandwich. It's a French dip.
But why?
A cheesesteak is a cheesesteak. A French dip sometimes would have sandwich. No, it's a cheesesteak.
Of course it's a sandwich. It's a subset of sandwich.
What is a subset of sandwich that is not a
concepts? Okay.
If you were asked to,
is a circle a shape?
I mean, yes, a circle is a shape.
It's a subset of the concept of shape.
The subset of
a hot dog or a hamburger or a
so everything falls into a subset of something else.
Not necessarily, but in this case it does.
Yeah, no, in that case it doesn't in any way, because if you were writing, if you were like, I love sandwiches, I'm going to go have a hot dog, and that was your sentence, you presented it to your editor would say, it's a terrible sentence, it makes no sense.
They would only say that because if you were going to be that specific of what subset of sandwich you were going to have, why not just say that?
No one says subset of sandwiches. If your argument here's why I know you're wrong. Right. Your argument relies on the phrase subset of sandwiches.
No, I'm just saying we're talking about concepts. We're saying what concept does this thing fit into?
We're talking about sandwiches.
We're talking about whether it fits into the concept of sandwich.
Like, I get it. Technically, if we must assign it to a subset, I suppose it falls into
What else would it be?
Potter Stewart said that I can't define pornography, but I know it when I see it.
Right.
I know a sandwich when I see it, and a hot dog isn't a sandwich. We're done as this clip. I think this clip is over. This clip was over some time ago.
Yeah.